What's going on, guys? It's Sensei Adam, and today we're going to discuss the new map Steel Junction and a really cool and weird strategy that surprisingly works very well. And it was shared to me by my friend right here, the Holy One. He's playing Barley, and we have Sam playing Colt. And the weird thing about it is you use Jessie, and it surprisingly works really well. So how do you do it? Well, what we do is we stand over here on the left side of the map. You can always pick the right side over the left, but we just found that the left side just provides a lot more cover with these cactuses instead. And what you want to do is usually have the colt stand to the left, just like Sam is over there. Once the robots spawn, you want him to be right there. You want your barley to be behind that cactus, or if you destroyed that cactus, like where that cactus used to be, right where he is right there. And the Jessie stays a little bit back. Now, for my personal preference, I told Sam to destroy that cactus, the one right up there. And that's just because it helps Jessie chain her shots a lot better. But it's up to you. You either want to have that cactus for cover, or you want to destroy it so you can chain shots more. So let's talk about here why we use Jessie instead of Ricochet. And honestly, I'm not too sure why. It just works really well. It just does. When we play the same thing with Ricochet instead of Jessie, we kept getting around 6 minutes and 30 seconds. But with Jessie, we consistently kept getting above 7 minutes, and our best was about 7 minutes and 35 seconds, which I think can be improved because we kept doing a lot of mistakes, like we kept dragging the boss all the way close to our safe, which you don't want to do. You want to keep them up here, so when the next wave shows up, you're back at it. Because if you control this area right here, it's very easy to keep control of it. Look, Colt stays to the right and shoots diagonal right there. Jessie just gets the bounce shots and she gets to hit all 3 of them at once. And Barley just shoots right there. The only problem I see is sometimes, for some reason, I don't know why, they spawn right on top of you. Or they can spawn right where the turret is at. Or they can spawn behind you. So sometimes you always want to have somebody back there. But by back there, I mean like just behind this cactus, not way back. So let's talk about what's different with this strategy. First, there's Jessie and her turret placement. What I like to do is put it right there where you keep seeing me put it. It's like a little bit above where that cactus was. You can see the debris, like all the way to the left and a little bit above. Now the reason for that is when they come, when you guys saw right there, they just spawn right behind us because everybody was above that cactus. For some reason they're gonna do that, I don't know why. So you always want to have somebody behind that cactus for some reason. But back to the turret, right there, the turret can hit anybody that's coming horizontal on that area. And if you guys are getting overrun, you can just run back and let the turret take the damage while you guys just regroup, run back, and shoot them from a distance. Plus, since the robots actively don't try to dodge the turret, you'll get it back really quickly. Like look, the boss here is targeting the turret instead of us. So we just survived and we can do a ton of damage to him. While he's following us now, the turret is just back there hitting them, and boom, he's dead very fast. The one thing I'll say though is the boss is the hardest part of this map, because you don't have any circles to drive the boss around. So if you go all the way back to your safe, it's really hard to recover from there, especially on the 3rd boss. But the one thing I'll say is if you do get trapped behind your safe and you manage to recover, you have to try and get back as fast as possible up here. Controlling this area is essential to this strategy. It's really tough to do it when you're crammed back at your safe. Also, just another thought, don't just throw your turret straight at the enemy. That's the best way to waste a turret. You want to throw it far away from the enemy so they have to walk at it and then start shooting. But the best thing about the turret, it has to be the enemies are shooting at you and not caring about the turret. The turret's just going to lay on them and do a lot of damage really fast. It's basically like having a 4th person shooting with you all the time. And you want to keep that turret alive as much as possible, essentially until you have another one. Just keep it alive. And also, if you have a max Jessie, well, I don't know how many people max Jessie because she's not a very good brawler on everything else. Like, you don't want to use your attack on the turret all the time. Like, you want to prioritize your HP and like how much ammo you have over the turret. So let's say it's in between rounds and you have 0 bullets. What I would say is just let the turret be and get your ammo all the way back to 3, so when the next wave shows up, you can get your ammo back. The only problem with Jessie is her regen time is like 2 seconds, so it takes forever. Alright guys, here in the gameplay, we reached the third boss, which is like the toughest one of them all, especially since on this map there's no circles to drive him around. So we tried driving him around this cactus and it didn't work. He just kept going around us and we died over there. So now Sam's all that's left and he has to go back. So he's just using his super and now he's going to go back. But the thing about this strategy is if you can get back by like around 6 minutes when the bosses are still easy, you can still recover. Like right now, we killed them, so we have to go as fast as possible. But they just start spawning on the right side, which is a pain. But after we kill them, we know that we just have to start braking for that left side. I even told Holy One to like start going, and now he got it, so now we finally were able to recover. So we just run back, and then we're doing very nice. So now if we just kill this wave of 3 bots, we're able to get back into our position. So right now I then just decide to throw my turret on this side so we can get up here as much as possible. And honestly, I actually think that position for the turret is better on the later rounds, because if you put it up there, they're going to destroy it really fast. At least here, when the bots are shooting at you, the turret can do some good damage. Just like that, the bot was going for me and then the turret was doing some work. And right now, at least it gets some shots off. Right there, that turret was clutch. Got the kill, so we're going to heal it up some. But the thing you got to watch out for now, you can't get overrun. You have to try and stay here as long as possible. And there, we could have stayed a lot longer if our barley didn't die wasting the super. His super is essential to this. It just does so much splash damage, and he just used it there on one bot. Like, that was not efficient. So now we're running back. I believe that right there was our downfall. If we stayed there for a little bit longer, and the Holy One didn't waste his super like that, and he kept getting his super over and over again, we probably could have gotten 8 minutes. But now we're going back to our base, and this is really bad. But even now, as long as you stay towards the left side, they keep spawning over there. But now, since I'm here to the right, they're probably going to start spawning to the right, and that's when we're going to get into some more trouble. But look at that, Jessie's shots just changed so much. If only her reload speed was like 1.5 seconds, we probably would have gotten like 8 minutes or so. And now there's so many bots and we're still getting all of those bounces, so we use our turret right there, and they just annihilate it. Now we're just trying to survive as long as possible. So many bots, and then everybody just died, and we got 7 minutes and 35 seconds. Not bad, not bad. And with that, we got the max amount of coins, which is 40 for just 1 ticket. So I really believe this team comp is one of the best for this map, especially with Jessie's turret. It just seems to work out. When we kept playing it, we consistently got around 7 minutes and 15 seconds on average. We just kept messing up on the end, and we always just kept dying at around 7 minutes and 10, 7:15, somewhere like that. We played about 6 or 7 games with this team comp, and our lowest time with this was 6 minutes and 52 seconds, which is still a pretty good time. If you want to get max coins, to get 40 coins, you have to get 7 minutes and 10 seconds. After that, it's capped. You can't get any more coins. You can get like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and you're still going to get the cap that's 40 coins. If you multiply that by 20 by playing 20 tickets, well, you're going to get, I think, 400 coins. And if you have your coin booster plus coin double, you're going to get 1,200, which is crazy. That's just so many coins. And tomorrow, I'm probably going to do 3 all-ins with this strategy. Hopefully, we can get 400 coins on every single one. That'll be like 3,600 coins. That's just crazy. So many coins from just 3 games. But anyways, I'm just going to let you guys sit back, enjoy the gameplay, and hopefully you guys can replicate the success that we had with this strategy. It's just so different, and it just works really well. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.